Hello everyone. Today we're going to be working. Our tutorial today is going to be focused on Mixamo. Okay, so here I'm going to show you, introduce you to the platform. You can see Mixamo over here. It has two side panels, which are your character space and animations. So your animations is where all your animations align or reside. Then characters, there are some default characters that are available in Mixamo that you can bring into your scene to create your cinematic shot. So without further ado, I'm just going to walk you through how to go about this. So you can, if you don't have a character to use, you can just go to your character. You can just select one of the characters there and you use that. Okay, but watching this, you see by default you have this kind of mannequin character, the red female mannequin character. Then if you go to animations, you can see different animations that you can just click on the left side, the view, the animation happen on the left side, and you see your character acting it out. On the right, you see where you can upload your character. If you have a character, you click that to upload it. Then, but first, mostly you have to log in, which means if you don't have an account, please do so create an account. For me, I'm going to be logging in because yep, I already have an account. Okay, so take your time, do that. Feel free to pause the video and do that. But if you're there, you can just continue. And now what we're going to do, we're going to click on the upload. Yeah, like I said, you can use you can now use the download button to download whatever animation after signing. Okay, so which is a beautiful thing. So major key things we want to talk about is, first of all, we'll start with uploading a character. So if you have a character that is not rigged, what you want to do is upload your character. Click on the upload button and you see, come down here where it says, I can't see clearly what it's saying right now because yeah, it said select your file or wherever. So to give you the option to go into your computer and find where you have the FBX or OBJ or whatever file you downloaded your character in. So once you click on that, it's going to do this whole loading thing. For some reason my character didn't come in here. I tried loading it a couple of times, but it had an issue. So at the continuation of this video, what I'll be doing is I'll be using a character that's existing in Mixamo already. Sometimes it could be network issue, it happens. Yeah, sometimes it might just be Mixamo, like server or whatever. So the process finished, and obviously you know that yeah, that was it for it. So I'll go to characters this time. I'll switch to, I'll just click on one of these characters. Let's see if we use this. No, I think I have a better idea. Now I think I'm going to use this guy over here. He looks like Vanguard, yeah. But either ways, yeah, I'm going to use that guy. So I just quickly click on him to load him up. You can see Mixamo has a lot of other characters, beautiful characters that you can use to tell whatever story you want to tell. So you can feel free to take advantage of them. I don't think Mixamo is not complaining. Okay, so yeah, here's my character in a default T pose, which is exactly what I want. So the first step is actually involves you downloading this character, which is the mesh. And right now, even though you can't see it, there's an armature inside this character, which is a Mixamo armature. Yeah, so what we want to do is that we switch to the animations. First of all, we can click on any animation to load the animation for our character, but we don't want to do that first. What we want to do first is download our character without any animation, which means we want to download the skin of the character and we want to download the armature together as one file into a folder we will create, which is called Vanguard, or depending on the character you selected, just create a name for your character like so. Okay, now that will enable you find your character when you're looking at it. So you're going to see, after you're done with the download, you're going to see an FBX folder called your character name that you have downloaded. Then inside that folder, I want you to now create another. That's where you have that your character you downloaded. Now create another folder, a subfolder inside, and name it animes, based on animation, meaning animation. So ANIMS, that works for you. Just name animes or animations if you forget what that means. So now after you've done that, we are then going to start downloading character animations. So which means that the animations we are going to be downloading later on will be without the skin. So right now I'm downloading my character with the in T-pose without any animation. So you can see it says T-pose FBX format. I'll click on download. So when I click on that, my screen recorder for some reason does not bring out my file explorer. I think it's for my own privacy. So but yeah, what I'm doing next is basically just creating a folder called Vanguard, putting the character in there, opening the folder and pressing save so that it downloads into that folder. Then I also went ahead to create a folder I said called the animes, where I'm going to be storing all the animations. Over here, what we're going to be doing is yeah, we're going to be downloading a series of animation for our character. Yeah, and this will just be a basic walk animation, maybe a walk forward animation, a walk backward animation, then an idle animation from when our character is not moving. You can't just be standing like a robot. So that's what we'll be doing in this video. So I'll just show you how to download this animation. Friends and gaining more cheese and losing no sleep. Bro, I've been a vegan rapping faces like you goatee. Don't know yourself, can't know me. I play the numbers closely. But don't let the fees. We done ran through hella fees. Bro, you fight with felonies. You so you won't tell a thing. Rock with me, tell my lead. Tricks on my Versace sleeve. She asked, can I tell this weed? Duh. Crypto melodies. We done ran through hella fees. Got them wishing they would listen back then. I could feed a couple generations on these back ends. Numbers racking up, feel like Serena with the back end. Crypto melodies, we done ran through hella fees. Don't do jealousy, let me cop these NFTs. Ball like overseas, bitch, you know you heard of me. Been told you ain't shit for free, let you pick the currency. Need my paper urgently. The speed over here, you can see when I adjust the speed slide down on the right, the character runs either faster or slower. The same overdrive increases the general speed of the animations. You see, it moves so fast. Why when you take it down it becomes overly slow. Okay, yeah, so you can do that, and so you can download each preset. So if you want it very slow, you can download this one and also download the fast one, so you can blend both actions. But you don't really need to stress yourself about that. We can easily do this in Blender, so just download the basic one. All right, so yeah, moving forward, I'm going to change the arm spacing. That will either increase the distance, that increases the distance between the hands. So now it goes from holding a rifle to holding two pistols and shooting and running. Okay, so yeah, that's what hand spacing does. Then the last option, which is trim, basically just trims the frames. So if you need a particular part of the whole animation, you can just collect that part and download it also, which is a very beautiful thing. Okay, so yeah, watching this, you can see how the character keeps moving. Yeah, so I'm going to try and search for a different animation under combat. That will be walk. So let's try and get a walk animation and see the options that are available to us. So you can see one over here, pistol walk. So he's holding a pistol and he's walking. So you see our character is moving from point A to point B in the word space. Yeah, so what we want to do when we're bringing animations into Blender, you can bring it like this also, it's cool, but I like to choose the in place option. Why? I will explain that to you when we start blending our animation. It will be the best time to get it, but for now, when you're selecting your character, look for the in place option and you ensure it's ticked before you download your character. So now we have our first animation, which is a walk, and we can just download this. Now when downloading, you can see it has format FBX, it has frames, it has keyframe reduction. Now you see this option now, skin. Remember, we've already downloaded our character with the armature, so it means that we already have downloaded the skin and the armature, the rigged character. So now as we're downloading animations, we don't want to download skins, multiple skins, because that's too many polygons we'll be bringing into our scene. So what we want to do is we want to click on this drop down and select on without skin and click on download. So make sure you are downloading the animations without skin so that it only downloads the armature. Okay, so that being said and done, we'll search for some others and we'll pick up those ones also. So so we have this one over here, walking backwards. We have this one, so we can use something like this too. So it's like it's crouching, there's crouching, there's walking backwards, there's crouching, walking, or something like crouch and walk or whatever. Then there is you just enable the in place for walking backwards. Since we have the walk forward, you can do a walk backward, like he's trying to get away from something. And we download, you can see Mixamo, remember that I chose the without skin. So but just check and make sure it's without skin and download the animation straight into your animes folder. Okay, so I'll look for a couple more animations I can download. Let's see, what do we have here? Let's see. Okay, this one is not bad. Yeah, it looks weird. I don't think I'm taking this one. I feel it looks weird. So yeah, so basically we can download animations like so, and at this point I'll just leave you to go ahead and select the animations you want. But please, I think I'm also going to ensure that I download the idle. Remember to download an idle animation. It's going to help from when your character is not moving. So just go up there and search idle, and you see the option you want. So you take your time and download that. So we can proceed. Okay, at this point I'll let you go ahead with downloading your animations for your characters, and I will come back with a continuation video in Blender on how we bring in those animations into our Blender scene for usage. So till then, see you in the next one. Bye.